Good morning, welcome to Maths EAPCET crash course. So today we will be concluding with permutation and combination, and also we will be doing some PYQs pertaining to what? Permutation and combination, and immediately we will be starting with probability, that is we are entering into statistics. Okay, probability, a high yielding topic. I will talk about how much marks is coming from probability when I start with probability. Now let us continue with the concepts that are there when it comes to PNC, that is permutation and combination. So yesterday we completed permutation and started off with combinations. In combinations also various criteria and topics we learnt, correct? No, so this was the thing we learned in the end, correct? Na? Suppose we are having n parallel lines and m parallel lines intersecting each other, then how you can make a parallelogram, that is what we learnt, correct? Suppose we are having like this, and these are 4 lines, this is 3 lines, this is 4 lines, let this be m, let this be n. Okay, suppose you want to make a parallelogram. Okay, to make a parallelogram, how you can make it? For that we learnt a concept that can be written as what? MC2 into NC2. Now if you talk about a chessboard, number of rectangles including a square, in a chessboard 8 into 8 is there. To make 8 boxes, definitely 9 lines are required. Okay, 9 lines are required, 9 lines like this, 9 lines like this. So we need to make a single line, we need how many points? 2 points. So 9C2 into 9C2 will give you what? 9 into what is this? 9 into 8. Okay, this is what? 9 into 8. This is what? 2 factorial. Correct? Na? Divided by 2 factorial. So this will give us what? 9 4s. This is what? 2 4s are 2 4s. So 9 4s are 36 into 36. That is what? 36 square. 36 square is nothing but 1296. 36 square is nothing but 1296. We will get it. Now if you are looking at only the squares, here this rectangle including the squares is what? You will get 1296 on a chessboard. Okay, if they give what? If they ask only the squares means it is 204. How is this coming? Because squares means what? 1 up to 8. Okay, so there will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. In each there are 8 squares, correct now? But like this also there are 8 squares. So what I should do? 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square. That is what? Sum of n natural numbers. That is sum of squares of n natural numbers up to n square. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Here n is what? 8. Here n is what? 8. So 8 into 8 plus 1 is 9. 2n plus 1. 2 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17 by 6. Okay, by 6 this will give us what? By on solving this we will get what? 204. We will get what? 204. Now we got all the rectangles including the square. Now only the squares. Okay, now only the squares, if you talk about here it is 204. Now only the rectangles I want, not the square. That means what? From this 1296 you remove the squares, whatever value you get, that is 1092. This is the topic we learnt yesterday. Now when it comes to groups, what is the thing that we learnt? Suppose in groups, okay, if you are not naming, what you will do if you are not naming? Suppose in groups I told you 10 persons, 10 chocolates, 10 persons you are dividing into 4 and 6, and 10 persons you are dividing into what is it? 5 and 5. So 10 chocolates you are giving to 2 persons A and B, in which way? 4 and 6, and 10 chocolates you are giving to persons A and B again as 5 and 5. What will happen? So 10% 4 and 6 means how many number of ways? 10 factorial by 4 factorial into 6 factorial. Now 10 chocolates A into B, that is you are naming the group. Here this will become what? 10 factorial by 4 factorial into 6 factorial. 2 persons means you can give it in 2 factorial ways. This is the answer. Okay, now what I am talking about? 10 persons I am giving it equally. Equally means this will be 10 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 5 factorial is what? 5 factorial whole square. This square you bring it down, this will write it as what? 2 factorial. If it is cube, you bring it down, you will write it as what? 3 factorial. But here what happens? Same thing you follow, whatever is there you write it here, but here you are naming it. So this will become what? 5 factorial whole square by 2 factorial, but 2 persons means 2 factorial. Again this and this you will cancel. This and this you will cancel. Another important thing is, suppose there are n numbers, suppose there are 4 numbers, how many ways you can arrange? 4 factorial ways. 4 factorial ways means what? It is 24. Okay, the 24, all the 24 numbers if you add, what is the sum if you ask? It will be it will taking lot of time. It is not even practical to calculate the sum. But how to get it easily? All the numbers you add and you will multiply by what? 4 means n minus 1 factorial, that is 3 factorial. 4 digit means what? 1 into 1, that is what? 1 1, 4 ones. So n objects, n places, this is the way you will do. But if it is n objects, r places, you will do what? n minus 1 p r minus 1 into 4 objects in 3 places. R places means 3 places means 3 ones you will write it. This is what? This is excluding 0. Including 0 I told in the previous class. Okay, including 0 means same thing, but you have to remove the 0. You have to remove the 0, that's all. Okay, these are the concepts we learned. Now let us proceed from here. Problems based on certain theorems of combination. Here you don't have to worry too much about all these things. What I am telling is, we are up till now we studied what? Non-identical. Now we will be studying about identical. Same thing you did for what? Permutation. First we studied what? Non-identical, that is without repetition. Then with repetition, that is identical. Here non-identical is done for combination. Now we are studying identical. Identical we are talking. Okay. So how to remember this? How to learn the concept? Forget about all these things. Okay. It is given for theory. What I will tell that you make a note and you have to remember. Suppose there are 6 bats, 6 balls, or let me take it as 10 balls. There are 12 wickets. Wickets means I am talking about, let me talk about stumps. Stumps means, wicket means not that wickets. This is stumps. Let me take it as stumps. Or instead of that, we will take it as 12 bags. Bags we will take it. Now understand here, 6 bats. All the 6 bats are alike. Suppose if I say 6 bats, all the bats are of Kookaburra company, MRF company, like that. Okay, they are not different company. All are of MRF company, you think. All the 6 bats are same. Okay, they are not different. They are not at all different. All the 6 bats are alike. Okay, all the 10 balls are alike. All the 10 balls are maybe SG, Kookaburra, or anything, like any company it can be. Okay, so all the 10 balls are alike. All the 12 bags are alike. Okay, all the 12 balls, maybe Wildcraft, any company, all are of same company. 10 balls are of same company. 6 bats are of same company. That is, I am telling, 6 bats are alike. 10 balls are alike. 12 bags are alike. Okay, that means what? All the 10 balls, there is no difference. Within the 6 bats, there is no difference at all. Within the 12 bags, there is no difference at all. Okay, that means what? There is no difference at all. They are identical. Now, if I have to pick 1 bat out of 6 bat, what is the number of ways I can do? Just listen, if I have to pick 1 bat out of 6 bats, because if I talk about 6 bats, all are MRF. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All are MRF. There is only one way I can pick. There is only one way I can pick it. So there is only one way. If I have to pick one, okay, if I have to pick 1 bat, there is only one way I can do it, because all are same. If I have to pick 2 bats, there is still only one way, because all are same. If I have to pick 1 bat, see, if I have to pick 1 bat, how many ways I can do it? 1 way. If I have to pick 2 bats, there are no 2 ways. 1 way only, because any 2 bats you take, it is the same. Any 2 bats you take, it is the same, nothing is changing. So it is 1 way only. If you want to pick 3 bats, it is also 1 way only. Any 3 bats you check, there is no change. You don't have to pick from first bat or second bat, nothing like that, because it is alike. Okay. Now if you go and pick 5 bats, how many ways? 1 way. 6 bats, 1 way. If you don't pick any bat, that is also 1 way only. If you pick 0 bats, all are alike means 0 bats means that is also 1 way. So 0 bats means that is also 1 way only. Okay, that is also 1 way only. Clear? 1 way only. Same thing goes for balls. 1 ball, 1 way. 10 balls, 1 way. Not 10 ways, 1 way. 0 balls, 1 way. 12 bags, 1 way. 1 bag, 1 way. 0 bags, 1 way. Okay, they are all alike. They are all alike. Okay, understood? They are all alike. Clear? So this is the concept you must know. Next thing, Navya. Who is this Navya? Good morning. I hope you are following the class. I have to share to some people. Okay. Now, this is, I gave a particular example. Now, if we generalize this and write, what I can write it? N identical objects. Am I arranging this? No, you can't even arrange. Even if you arrange, it is the same. So here I am doing what? I am selecting. If I have to selecting, you can write selecting n identical objects. Selecting n identical objects. Okay. So to select n objects, how many number of ways? You will write it as what? N ways. But here, if you select 0 objects also, still it is one way. So you will write it as what? N object. To selecting n objects, it will be n plus 1 ways. It is what? N plus 1 ways. Good morning, Sanvi. So please remember, if you select n identical objects, it is n plus 1 ways. Okay. Why? Because what happens is, selecting 0 objects is also one way. That is also included. Okay. So it is what? N objects means n plus 1 ways. 6 object means it is 6 plus 1, 7 ways. That you should know. But that is n plus 1 ways. Now, if they say, if you want to select at least one object. At least one object means what happens is, at least one object. I am telling about n objects is n plus 1 is. Okay. At least one object means you should not consider 0. That time you should not consider 0. That time what will happen? From n plus 1, remove 1. So this will become what? N ways. So make a note of it, very important. Whenever they give identical, use this formula. But how the formula comes, I have told you. Okay, how the formula comes, I have told you. So selecting n identical objects is what? N plus 1 ways. Why 1? Because of 0. Not selecting is also one way. Not selecting is also one way. That is called, that is called 0, right? 0. Selecting 0 objects means what? Selecting no objects. That is, you are not selecting any object. That is also one way. So you should include that also. Selecting n objects, n ways plus 1 ways. That is what? N plus 1 ways. But if you are selecting at least one object means what? There the case of not selecting, or the case of selecting 0 objects is not there. That means what? 1 you have to remove. So this will become what? N ways. This will become what? N ways. Clear? Understood everyone? Okay. Understood everyone? This one, make a note of it, very important. That is what they are given. See here, number of ways of selecting. P objects which are alike is P1 plus 1. P2 objects which are alike is P2 plus 1. Pk objects which are alike is Pk plus 1. M objects which are alike is M plus 1. N objects which are alike is N plus 1. That's all. Okay. But at least if they give, what you will do is, see, the total number of combinations taken one or more time at a time, and P things are alike or of one kind, or alike of kth kind is given by minus 1. No need to worry about this, that if you remove minus 1, that you will get what? N. That is what they have written here. If you remove 1, you will get N. That is what they have written here. Okay. That is what I have simplified and written here. Written? All of you written this one? Understood the concept? Okay. Alike objects means it is n plus 1 ways. But if they are telling why 1 is coming, because of 0 objects or no selection. But if they are telling at least one object means that 0 selection or no selection, you should remove. That is what? 1. If you remove n plus 1 way, n ways. N plus 1 way, if you remove 1, it will be n ways. That's all. Okay. Got clarity? Okay. Next thing. Similar things. That is what is given. See here, number of selections of r things out of n identical things. Selection of r things out of n identical things is what? 1. Okay, n identical things are there. Out of that r you have to select. Okay, it is what? 1. Okay, number of selections of none or more things out of n identical things. None or more things out of n identical things is n plus 1. Okay, number of selections of one or more things out of n identical things, that is at least 1. At least 1 is n. Okay, that is what I simplified, I wrote it. Okay, r things out of n identical things. See, r things out of n identical things is what? 1. Make a note of it. R things out of n identical things is 1. But number of ways of selection of nothing or more. Nothing or more is 0 and above. That is what? N plus 1 ways. Out of n, you are not selecting anything or you are selecting all. That is what n plus 1 ways. And if you are not, or if you are selecting at least one, there 0 is removed. That is what n plus 1 minus 1. N plus 1 minus 1 is what n. Okay, this one you make a note, first one. These two already we have written. Okay, that is what I explained. Written all of you? Now we will study the concept of number of factors. This also they will ask, number of factors. Number of factors. Number of factors. Number of factors. Suppose let this be n. N be a number. Just a bit. Number of factors. First let me write down, then I will explain to you. So, number of factors. Suppose n is a natural number, it is written like this: 2 to the power of alpha 1, okay, into 3 to the power of alpha 2 into 5 to the power of alpha 3 up to p to the power of n, pn to the power of alpha n. Okay, see why I am writing 2, 3, 5, p? Because these are all what prime. Any natural number can be expressed as a factor of primes. Okay, this is what, these are all primes. You should express it as primes. Now, if you take up, if I ask you number of factors, that means if I write here 2 to the power of m into, if I write it as 3 to the power of n, number of factors will be m plus 1 into n plus 1. M plus 1 will be into n plus 1. Same thing if I do it here, number of factors for this thing, this will be what? Alpha 1 plus 1 into alpha 2 plus 1. These are all what? Powers. 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 0, anything it can be. 3 to the power of 1, 3 square, 5 square, something like that. So, this will be what? Alpha 2 plus 1, alpha 3 plus 1, up to it goes on alpha n plus 1. This is one thing, please make a note. Next thing is, just listen first, okay. Next thing, number of even factors. Number of even factors. Then number of odd factors. Number of odd factors. Number of odd factors. Next is we are having number of factors divisible by number of factors. Number of factors divisible by number of factors divisible by. So, for example, we will take 15. Then we will take number of factors divisible by, we will take 12. Number of factors divisible by, we will take 12. Okay. Got it till here? Now see here, let me explain. So, observe here all of you, number of factors you understood, plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 we should do. Number of even factors if we talk about, here even number is what? Only 2. So, 2 to the power of what we are writing? Alpha to the alpha 1 plus 1. Wherever to the power of 2 what is there? Alpha 1 is there. Alpha 1 is there means when you are talking about even factors, instead of writing alpha 1 plus 1, even factor means alpha 1 plus 1 minus 1. So, here we are considering even means alpha 1 plus 1 is there. For even what is there? Even what is there? Alpha 1 is a factor. Number of factors when we are writing it as what? Alpha 1 plus 1. So, here plus 1 you have to subtract from, you have to subtract 1. So, you will write it as what? You will write it as just alpha 1. You will write it as what? Just alpha 1. Okay. See, these are primes. From these primes you cannot completely eliminate what? When we are talking about even factors, 2 will be there. Number of even factors when they are asking, alpha 1 plus 1 instead of writing, you subtract that 1. Okay. So, this will become what? Alpha 1. Remaining write it as it is, alpha 2 plus 1, alpha 3 plus 1, up to alpha n plus 1. When they are talking about what? Even factors. See, when we talk about prime numbers, what is the only even number that comes? Only 2. Remaining all are what? Odd only. Correct na? There is no even number that is a prime apart from 2. So, number of even factors when they ask, whatever is to the power of 2, okay, minus 1 you write it. Suppose we are having, what is that? We are having 2 square. Okay, here you are writing it as what? 2 plus 1. Instead of that, directly write 2. If you are having 2 cube, directly write 3. If you are having 2 power 4, directly write 4 into remaining numbers. Odd factors also you should include. Odd factors also you should include when it comes to even factors. Now when they talk about only odd factors, completely prime numbers is completely odd only, except for 2. What you have to do here is, whatever is to the power of 2, forget about that. Forget about that. That means what? You have to remove what? You have to remove alpha 1. Alpha 1 you have to remove. So remaining is what? Alpha 2 plus 1, alpha 3 plus 1, up to alpha n plus 1. So let me repeat, if they are asking even factors, in prime numbers there is only even number that is we are having is 2. So for 2, whatever the power is there, write it as it is. Don't write plus 1, don't write minus 1, forget. Whatever is to the power of 2, write it as it is. Then for odd, whatever the factors are there, write it in this form, copy it as it is. Now when we are talking about odd factors, what you have to do? Em chayali? Odd factors, forget about 2. Whatever is to the power of 2, that you don't include at all. Then whatever is odd factors are there, write as it is. Okay, here what you will do, same as this you will write it, but here instead of plus 1 you will write just alpha 1. Here what you will do, this complete thing you forget, write this when it comes to odd factors. So this if you remember, all these are easy. From this what you should do for even factors, just write alpha 1, write it as it is. From this if you want for odd factors, this you forget, right? Alpha 2 onwards. This is what? Meaning of what? Number of odd factors. Now they are asking number of factors divisible by 15. Number of factors divisible by 15. 15 in terms of prime, how can we write it? 3 into 5. So 3 into 5 means 3 power 1, 5 power 1. Correct na? 3 power 1, 5 power 1. Now we are having what? Alpha plus 1, alpha 2 plus 1, alpha 3 plus 1, like that. Now for 3 power, what is that we are having here? Alpha 2 plus 1. From that, this to power 1 is there, right? You subtract alpha 2. For 5, what is the power we are having? Alpha 3 plus 1. Here we are having alpha 3 plus 1. Here what is the power we are having? 1. So subtract 1. So this will become what? Alpha 3. Now what I can write this as? Alpha 1 plus 1 into alpha 2 into alpha 3. It goes on up till alpha n plus 1. That's all. Now when it comes to 3 into 15. Okay. So whatever was there for the power of this, alpha 2 plus 1, alpha 3 plus 1. Here 1 is there, right? You subtract here. Suppose here 2 is there, means subtract minus 2. Okay, alpha 2 plus 1 minus 2. Here it is 5 to the power of 3 means alpha 3 plus 1 minus 3, like that. Understood everyone? Getting it, Sirisha, Srinidhi, Liharika, Akshaya? Any doubt? You just tell me any doubt means. Nishit, Harsha, Sharan, Nikhil. So whatever is to the power, that you subtract from this, that's all. Now you will get it clear now when I talk about 12. So 12 can be written as what? 4 into 3. But 4 we should not write, we should write it in primes. So I will write it as what? 2 square into 3. 2 square into 3. Here 2, here it is 1. So what I should write? See here I am having alpha 1 plus 1. For the power of 2, what I am having here? Alpha 1 plus 1. But here it is 2. What I should write here? See, alpha 1 plus 1. Here what is the power? 2. So minus 2. For 3, what is that we are having? Power 1. So alpha 2 plus 1. That I can write it as what? Alpha 2 plus 1 minus 1 is what? Alpha 2. This will be what? Alpha 1 plus 1 minus 2 is what? Alpha 1 minus 1. This will become alpha 1 minus 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 plus 1 remaining as it is up till alpha n plus 1. Understood? Now please make a note of it. We will take the example. Sanvi, do share. Okay. Sanvi, understood? Navya? Understood this one, all of you? So whenever even factor means just whatever is to the power of 2 you write it. Odd factor means forget about 2. Okay, whenever it is divisible, whatever the prime factors you are getting, that power is there, no, you subtract from this one. Only if there is number of factors, whatever the power is there, for that you add and you write it like this, m plus 1 into n plus 1, that's all. Clear everyone? Now we will take one example. We will take one example for this. Okay, we will take one example for this. Written all of you? If you have written, please do tell. So this is what. Now let us take an example. Let n be equal to 1260. Find number of factors, or you can find number of factors or divisors. It is one and the same. Number of factors or divisors divisible by 6. Divisible by 6. So first, what I should express? This n I should express in the product of primes. So this n is equal to 1260. First I'll write it like this: 1260 into 10. So 1260 I can write it as what? 14 into 9 into 10. Okay. This further I can write it as what? 7 into 2, 3 into 3, 2 into 5. Correct na? 2 into 5. So I can write it as what? I can write it as, so this n I can write it as what? 2 if you talk about 2 into 2, 2 square, 3 into 3, 3 square, into 5 into 7. Correct na? Into 7. Now find the number of factors divisible by 6. If they are asking only the number of factors, forget about divisible by 6. If they are asking only the number of factors, what you will write? So you will write it as what? Number of factors. So you will write it as what? 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into what is it? 1 plus 1. Number of factors. If they ask only number of factors, you will write it like this. If they ask only number of factors, you will write it like this. Now they are asking what? Number of factors divisible by 6. This is not what they are asking. They are asking what? Number of factors divisible by 6. Now what I will do? N I will divide by 6. That means this RHS also I should divide by 6, because divisible by 6 means 2 square into 3 square into 5 to the power of 1 into 7 to the power of 1 divided by what? 6 means I can write it as what? 2 into 3. So 2 power 1, 3 power 1. This cancels, this cancels, this cancels. So I am having what here? 2 power 1 into 3 power 1 into 5 power 1 into 7 power 1. 7 power 1. Now if they are asking number of factors, how I can write it? Alpha is what? 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. That is what? 2 into what is this? 2 power 4. Correct na? That is what we are getting? 16. Understood? Understood everyone? Otherwise I could have written this directly only 2 plus 1, then 2 plus 1, then I could have subtracted what? Minus 1, minus 1. This is what I did. Clear? No? Understood? Any doubt? Akshaya, Liharika, Srinidhi, Siri, Sahiti, Spandana. Any doubt? Sharan, Nishit, any doubt here? Nikhil, Anusha, any doubt? Navnita, any doubt? Please ask me if you have doubt. We will take one more example. Okay, let us take example 2 power 4, 3 power 5. They only factorized and given it. They are asking, the question is, they are asking, find number of factors or number of divisors. Find number of divisors. Find number of divisors divisible. Find number of divisors divisible by 30. Find number of divisors divisible by 30 they are asking. First what you will write? You will write n by 30. This is equal to what? 2 power 4 into 3 power 5. 6. 6 is not a prime number. You should express as prime number. So I can write it as what? 6 can be written as 2 square into 3 square. So this will become what? 2 power 6. Correct na? This will become 2 power 6, 3 power 7. Okay, 3 power 7 into what is it? 5 square. Okay, this will become what? See, 6 is not a prime number. I express it as prime. So this will become 2 power 6. 2 power 6 into 3 power 7 into 5 power 2. This I have to divide by 30. 30 means what I can write it? See, 30 I will write it here. So 30 can be written as what? 30 can be written as 15 into 2. Okay, 15 can be written as 5 into 3 into 2. Or I can write, instead of 30 here, I can write it as what? 2 into 3 into 5. Correct, no? 2 into 3 into 5, I will write it. Now what I will do, this 2 I can cancel, this 3 I can cancel, this 3, this 5 I can cancel. I will have what? N by 30 will be equal to what? If I cancel 2 power 5 into 3 power 6 into 5. Into 5. Now if they are asking number of divisors, what I should do? 5 plus 1 into 6 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 into 7 into 2. 6 7s are 42. 42 into 2 is what? 84. That is the answer. That's all. That's all you do it. The formula will confuse you. But now when we solve the question, you got the clarity. That's all. That is what the question is asking. But even in odd, please remember the formula. For remaining, you can do it like this. Understood? If they ask just the number of factors, here if they ask just the number of factors, forget about divisible. If they ask the number of factors, what you will do here? Number of factors, first you should bring this in prime form. Here it is what? 6, 7, 2. So this will be 7 into 8 into 3. If they ask number of factors, correct na? 7 8 is 56, 56 into 3. 50 into 3 is what? 150. 6 into 3 is what? 18. So 150 plus 18 is what? 168. So the answer will be what? 168. For what? If they ask only number of factors, not divisible by 30. Okay, not divisible by 30. If they ask only number of factors. Clear? Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Okay. When you go to the next concept, clear? Please write down, all of you. This one, if you are writing it down, please write down. Don't just sit, please write down. Written, all of you. Akshay, understood? Liharika, Siri, Sai Kirti, Ritika, understood? Okay, can we go next concept? Okay. First let me simplify this. Okay, friends. So see here, the number of positive integral solutions of the equation x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xr is equal to n is n minus 1 cr minus 1. So what does it mean? Number of positive integral solution. Positive means what? You should not have negative integers and you should not have 0. That means what? It should be greater than 0, or you can write it as what? You can write it as what? X is greater than 0, or you can write it as greater than or equal to 1. Okay, and also y should be greater than or equal to 1, and also z should be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so here what is this? 1 2 3 4. Here r value is what? 4. Okay, so here r value is what? 4. See, this is what? 1 2 3. This is what? R. So here r value is what? Forget about this r. I'm not talking about this r. 1 2 3 4. R value is what? 4. Here r value is 4. N value is what? This is what we are getting equals. That itself is n. Okay, n value is what? 15. N value is what? 15. Okay, suppose I write a plus b plus c plus d is equal to 15 if I write. Okay, so here r value is what? 1 2 3 4. Okay, r value is 4. N value is what? 15. Okay, n value is what? 15. Now same thing, if they say the number of non-negative integral solutions of the equation, same equation, non-negative they are telling. They are not telling positive. Non-negative means what? What is the difference? Non-negative, positive. See, positive means what? It should be greater than 0. Positive means it should be greater than 0. Okay, greater than 0, but it should not be equal to 0. Positive means what? It should be greater than 0 but should not be equal to 0, or I can take it as what, x is greater than or equal to 1. But if it is non-negative means it should not have a negative number, it should have a positive number, but it can include 0. That time this condition will become what, this condition is having what, x should be greater than or equal to 0, y should be greater than or equal to 0, z should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay. When the condition is positive, how to find out number of positive integral solution? The formula is what, n minus 1 c r minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 c r minus 1. This is the formula you will be using for when it is what, positive. When it is positive. When it is positive. When it is x is greater than 0, y is greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. That is what, non-negative. This is what, positive. This is non-negative. Know the difference. If it is positive, n minus 1 c r minus 1. N is what, 15. R is what, 4. If it is greater than 0, that is greater than 0 is this one, positive. Okay. If it is non-negative means 0 is included. Ardhamavutunda Akshaya? See, positive means you should take all the numbers that are starting from 1. Non-negative means you should take all the numbers starting from 0. That's all. Okay. Starting from 0 means what, I can check it as x is greater than or equal to 0. Starting from 1 means what, I should take it as greater than or equal to 1. Okay, that if it is greater than or equal to 1, formula is what, n minus 1 cr minus 1. If it is greater than or equal to 0, the formula is what, n minus 1, this you can write it as what, n plus r minus 1. This will become what, this will become n plus r minus 1. This will be what, cr minus 1. N plus r minus 1, this will become what, cr minus 1. N plus r minus 1, this will be cr minus 1 when it is non-negative. When it is non-negative, this is the thing you have to remember. When it is non-negative, n plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. Otherwise it is what, Nikhil, n minus 1 cr minus 1. If it is non-negative, n plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. Nishit, got it? So if it is starting from 1, n minus 1 cr minus 1. It is starting from 0, n plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. N is what, whatever is given in the RHS. R is what, number of elements. Okay, number of elements in the LHS. Okay, this is one thing. Now see here, this one, number of non-negative integral solutions, if it is less than or equal to n is n plus r cr. This you remember, just remember. If it is, here they have given what, equal to n. If they have given less than or equal to n, it is n plus r cr. N plus r cr, this is not much important, but make a note. But make a note and revise it, not much important. But first two are important. But the first two are important. Okay. But the first two are important. Please make a note. This is the last concept when it comes to permutation and combination. And one more concept is there, that is de-arrangement. Arrangement we studied. De-arrangement, De Morgan's law, all these things are there. That we will study when we do probability. Because they were mixed with probability and asked a question on de-arrangement. So we will study in probability. Okay. Clear? This one, if it is less than or equal to 1, n plus r cr. If it is positive, that is starting from 1, it is what, n minus 1 cr minus 1. If it is starting from 0, it is what, n plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. Okay, n is whatever is in the RHS, r is number of elements in the LHS, x plus y plus z plus, like that it goes on, you count the number. Okay, now if I say, if this is given, and also here we are having x plus y plus z is equal to, x plus y plus z is equal to 10 is given. X plus y plus z is equal to what is given? 10 is given. Now for this, you know that r is what here? R is what? 1, 2, 3. N is what here? 10. Is it following first condition or second condition? Is it following first condition or second condition? Both. It is a mix. Correct na? So what we should do is, when it is a mix, what we have to do? We have to bring to either second condition or we have to bring to either first condition. So here x is greater than or equal to 1 is there. I will make it greater than or equal to, x is greater than or equal to 1 is there. I will make it greater than or equal to 0, because here already I have 0. So I will bring it to what? I will bring it to this second condition. What is the second condition? Greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0 is there. This one I will make it as what? This also I will make it greater than or equal to 0. That means what? Here I should subtract what? Minus 1. Then that means here also I should subtract 1. So that means what? Here also I should subtract 1. This here also I should subtract 1. If I am, this will become what then? This will become x is greater than or equal to, wait. If I subtract 1, this will become what? X plus y plus z is there. So that means this will become what? X minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Y is greater than or equal to 0. This also I should make it greater than or equal to 0, means z minus 2 is greater than or equal to 2 minus 2 I should do. This will become minus 2. Here I am subtracting, means here also I should subtract. This will become what? X minus 1 plus y is as it is plus what is it? Z minus 2. This is equal to what? 10 I have written. So if I am subtracting LHS, RHS also I should subtract. That is what? Minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3. Now I will have what? I will have x minus 1, let me write it as capital X, y, okay, z minus 2, let me write it as what? Capital Z. This is what? 10 minus 3 is what? 7. Now R is what? 3. N is what? 7. Now find the solution. How to find the solution? Second rule is what? N plus R minus 1, CR minus 1. Like this you can modify. You can bring it to second form or the first form. Okay. So what will this be? N plus R. This is R is 3, N is 7. N plus R minus 1. N plus R minus 1, C R minus 1. N plus R is what here? 10 minus 1, 9. R minus 1 is what? 9 C2. That will be what? 9 into 8. Okay, 9 into 8 by 2 factorial. Don't forget, this is not permutation, this is combination. So this will be 2 1s are 2 4s are 9 4s are. The answer is what? 36. Understood everyone? Very important this one. I will show you a PYQ based on this. Okay. Understanding Akshaya, Sharan, Nikhil, Harsha, Nishit, Liharika. Understood? Shravanti, Spandana, Siri, Ritika, Sai Kirti. Okay. Sanvi got it? Okay, fine. Written all of you? Written? Okay. Now, writing Harsha. Write down fast. Next, all the concepts are done. We will do the previous year questions. Yesterday's class also we have done some previous year questions. From there we will start. But immediately we will do the previous year questions related to this concept now. Okay. Can we do, ma'am? Ritika? Can we do? Okay. Siri, ma'am, can we do? Okay. Nikhil, sir? Okay, fine. Why? When I said ma'am, you were keeping going. When I said sir, why you are laughing? What is this? What is this discrimination? Okay. Okay. So we'll do the PYQs. So this question is done. Okay. This question we have to do, but before that we'll see. Okay. So among the 4-digit numbers formed using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, when repetition of digits is allowed, the number of numbers which are divisible by 4. Divisible by 4 they are asking. Divisible by 4 they are asking. So what are the digits that we are having? Please focus here. They have given what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to make how many digit numbers? 4 here. Here how many are there? 5. So n objects are places. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So divisible by 4 means it should end with what? The last two numbers should be divisible by 4. The last two numbers can be what? It can be 0, 0, Okay, it can be what? 0, 4. 0, 0 is also divisible. See, suppose we are having 200, 100, 300, 400, 500. They are all what? Divisible by 4. Okay, so 0, 0 is also possible. 0, 4. Next, if I start with 1, 1, 0 not possible. 1, 2, yes. 1, 3, no. 1, 4, no. If I start with 2, 2, 1, no. 2, 0, yes. Okay, 2, 0, yes. 2, 3, no. 2, 4, yes. Correct, na? 2, 4, yes. Now, 3 if I talk about 3, 0, no. 3, 1, no. 3, 2, yes. 3, 4, no. 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, no. What I can write? 4, 0, yes. 4, 4, repetition is allowed. 4, 4. See, 22, repetition if you talk about 0, 0, already written. 1, 1, not possible. 2, 2, not divisible by 3, not divisible by 4. 3, 3, not divisible by 4. 44, not divisible by 4. So, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, these are all what? 8 ways. What are this? These two, see here. These two boxes can be filled in what? 8 ways. Now, let us come to here. So, already 2 numbers are filled. Can I remove these 2 numbers? Can I remove these 2 numbers? No. Why? Because here they are telling when repetition of digits is allowed. When repetition is not allowed, already filled means remove it. Now, when repetition is allowed means here how many I should write? 4. Because 0 you cannot consider. 0 if it start, it will become a 3-digit number. Instead of 0, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 numbers can be arranged in how many ways? 4 ways. So, I will write what? 4. I will write what? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 can come. Okay. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 can come. So, it is what? 4. Here what can come? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, any of the 5 can come. So, I should write what here? 5. 0, R1, R2, R3, R4. I am telling R. So, it is what? 5. Okay. So, 4 into 5 into 8. So, 5 4s are 20. 20 into 8 is how much? 4 into 5 into 8. This is what? 160. Understood? So, the answer is what? 160. So, this is the thing we are using here. Clear? Understood everyone? So, 2024 they have asked this. Understood? So, don't by heart this, just you have to understand the concept. If you by heart, you will not be able to solve any question in permutation, combination and probability also. You have to get the concept clear. If you have doubt, you come back to me in study hour also, or you can come to the cabin also, whatever it is. Your concept should be clear. Your concept is the king, not your formulas. Okay, only some of the things you have to remember formulas. Other than this, here no formula is there here. Okay, whenever we are using or, you have to add. Whenever we are using and then we are using multiplication. Clear? Here also see 0, 0 can come or 0, 4 can come or how many? 8. So, I wrote 8. Clear? Let us go to the questions now. Written? Solved? Written? Forget about the questions. I will show the questions in the study hour. Don't worry about the questions. Now, take up this question. See here. All the letters of the word table are permitted and the strings of the letters mere minute of meaning, thus formed or arranged in the dictionary order. Then in the rank of the word table, counted from the rank of the word blade. They are asking rank of the word table, counted from the rank of the word blade. That means they are not directly asking rank of the word table. They are asking rank of the word table, counted from the rank of the word blade. So, first of all, we have to find rank of what? Rank of blade we have to find out. So, first find blade. Okay, blade you have to find out. So, here what I should do? All of you please focus. Here it is 1, 2, next is what? 3 here. Then what is there? 4. This is what? 5. Now, this is 5. All of you please focus. This is what? To the right of 2, how many numbers are there which is less than 2? 1. Okay. To the right of 4, how many numbers are there which are less than 4? 2. Okay. There is no repetition at all. To the right of 1, there is 0. To the right of 5, 1. To the right of 3, 0. So, we will write what here? 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. Here it is what? Plus 1. 0 factorial is what? 1 into 0 is 0 plus 1 factorial into 1 is 1 plus 0. 3 factorial, 3 2s are 6. 6 2s are 12. 4 factorial is what? 24. 24 into 1 is what? 24. So, what we will get? 24 plus 12 is 36. 36 plus 2 is 38. We will get what? Rank of blade is what? 38. We will get 38. Now, let us find rank of table. Okay, table if we start, observe all of you, table. This is what? This is 1. this is 2, this is 3, this is 4 and this is 5. So to the right of this how many are there? 4. To the right of this how many are there? 0. To the right of this how many are there? 0. To the right of this how many are there? 1. 1. To the right of 4 how many are there which are less than 4? 1. This is what? 0. Now 0 factorial 1, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, this will be what? Plus 1. Every time you have to add. This will be 0, this will be 1, 0, 0. 4 factorial is what? 24. 24 into 4 is 96. 96, this will be what? 98. Now listen here, we got 98, we got 38. They are asking rank of table starting from rank of blade. So what you should do is subtract 38 from 98. But you are starting from blade. Blade rank is what? 38. So you have to start from 38 and count up to 98. Okay. So 98 minus 38 will give you 60. But you are including the number 38. Okay. You are starting from 38. 38. See, 1 to 98 is the rank of what? Table. So rank of table you have to go. You have to start from 1, 2, 3 up till 98 you will count. But 1 to 38 is the rank of blade. So you have to start from blade rank. Blade rank means 38, 39, 40 up till 98 if you count. How many are there you have to find out. For this what you do is very simple. So 98 minus 38 you do. What you will get? 60. You have to do what? Plus 1. So the answer will be 61 because 38 is included. 38 is included in the rank of table. You have to starting from 38. You have to starting from the rank of the word blade. What is the rank of the word blade? 38. So you should include the number 38. So what you will do? 98 minus 38 you will include something. Okay. So suppose they have asked some rank of some letter. Okay. For that rank is, suppose we say 172. You have to count from the rank of some another thing. So that is, let us say that is 140. So what you will do? 172 minus 140 is what? 32. But this 140 is also included. You had what? Plus 1. The answer is what? 33. So here the answer is what? 61. Understood everyone? How to do such questions? Clear? Okay. Just subtract. Find the ranks of both. Subtract it. Add 1. That's all. Okay. Subtract it and add 1. Next question. This question we have done already. Look at this question. So, anyone read the question loudly? Shinidhi, read the question loudly. Sit and read.
5 boys and 6 girls are arranged in all possible ways. Let X denote the number of linear arrangements in which no two boys sit together, and Y denote the number of linear arrangements in which no two girls sit together. If Z denotes the number of ways of arranging all of them around a circular table such that no two boys sit together, then X is to Y is to Z.
Okay, fine, thank you. So what they are telling? 5 boys and 6 girls are there. Okay, so boys are how many? 5. Girls are 6. Okay, are arranged in all possible ways. What are the possible ways? That is X, Y, Z. So X itself is one question, Y itself is one question, Z itself is one question. X, what they are telling? Let X denote the number of linear arrangements. Linear. The word linear is important. Okay, linear arrangements in which no two boys sit together. No two boys sit together means what? Okay, no two boys sit together means first you arrange the girls. First you arrange the girls. In between them make the boys sit. Okay. So first when you arrange the girls, how many girls are there? 6 girls. First you arrange the girls. So 6 girls, how to arrange? 6 factorial ways. So this X is what? First you will write it as what? This is 6 factorial ways. So when you arrange the girls, you will get 6 factorial ways. Okay. Now between the girls, there are 6 girls. Between the girls you have to arrange the boys. How many spaces are there? 7 spaces. So 6 girls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here space number 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spaces are there. In these 7 spaces you have to arrange how many boys? 5 boys. You have to, what you have to do? You have to arrange. Should you select or arrange? Arrange. See, already selected. Girls are selected. Between them you have to arrange. So this is 6 factorial ways. You have to arrange means you have to arrange 5 boys out of 7 places means 7p 5. 7p5. Okay, 7p5 means what I can write? 7 into 7p2. That also you can write, or you can write it as what? Okay, for now we got the answer for this. Keep it as 7p5. 7p5, keep it as it is. Now we will come for what? Y. Okay, y, what they are telling? Y denotes number of linear arrangements again. Again it is what? Linear arrangements which no two girls sit together. No two girls sit together means whom I should arrange first, Harsha? Boys I should arrange. How many boys are there? 5 boys. 5 boys can be arranged in how many ways? 5 boys can be arranged in how many ways? 5 factorial. N objects can be arranged in how many ways? N factorial. 5 boys means I should write what? 5 factorial ways. If I arrange 5 boys, okay, how many spaces are there between them now? 6. 6 are there. In 6 spaces I have to arrange how many girls? 6 girls. So 6 girls means what I should write? 6p6. 6p6 is nothing but 6 factorial. It is not 1. See, 6c6 is 1. 6p6 is not 1. It is, I can write it as what? 6p6. 6p6 means what? I can write it as 6p6 means here. 6p6 means I have to multiply by 6 times. This is what? 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is what? 6 factorial. Okay, if I write 7p5. 7p5 means what? It is what? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. Okay, that will write it later. This will become what? Or y I can write it as what? 5 factorial into 6 factorial. This is what we have. Now please be careful. Now we are talking about what? Z. Z. What they are telling Z? Z they are telling Z denotes the number of ways of arranging all of them around a circular table such that no two boys sit together. No two boys sit together around a circular table. Around a circular table such that no two boys sit together. No two boys sit together means first whom we should arrange? Girls. How many girls are there? 6. 6 girls can be arranged in how many factorial ways? 6 factorial. That is 6 factorial if it is linear. This is n minus 1. This circle, no, n minus 1 factorial. Circle means, see, linear, n factorial. Circle, n minus 1 factorial. So 6 girls, linear means 6 factorial ways. Circle means 6 minus 1, 5 factorial. 5 factorial ways. 5 factorial ways. 5 factorial ways if you arrange. So 5 means between the girls how many spaces are there? 6 spaces. Always more than 1. Okay. 4 girls means how many spaces? 5 spaces. 5 girls means 6 spaces. N girls means n plus 1 spaces. So how much is the space there that we are having now? 6 space. How much boys we have to arrange? 5 boys. That is nothing but what? 6p5. 6p5. We have to arrange what? 6p5. 6p5 means what? I can write it here. See here 6p5 is nothing but 6 factorial only. See here 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. You have to multiply by below this 5 numbers including 6. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into this is what? 1 if I write it what? This will be 6 factorial only. This will be 6 factorial only. So I can write this as what? Z is equal to, Sanvi understanding, 5 factorial into 6 factorial. Now what they are asking us? They are asking us to find x is to y is to z. Understanding, Liharika, why 6 factorial came? Understood or not? Doubt why 6 factorial came? See here, Akshaya, see, 6p5 means I should multiply by what? 6 followed by 5 numbers including 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So these are what? 5 numbers we got. Now nothing is there, mean can I multiply by 1? Yes. So 6, if you multiply by up till 1, this is what? 6 factorial. So x is to y is to z. So x is to y is to z. X is what? 6 factorial. But I wrote 7p5. 7p5 is what? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. Let me write it here. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. Y is what? Any doubt you ask me? Y is what? 5 factorial into 6p6 means this is 6 factorial. Okay. This is what? Z is what? 5 factorial into 6 factorial. So see here 6 factorial, here 6 factorial, here 6 factorial, I can cancel. Okay. Here what else I can cancel? 5 factorial, 5 factorial I can cancel, right? 5 factorial, 5 factorial I can cancel. No, directly we cannot cancel like that. Okay. Directly we cannot cancel. See, everywhere it is there means I can cancel. 5 factorial is only here. Here it is not there. Here it is not there. I cannot cancel directly. So here I am having 5 factorial, 5 factorial. So what I can write here? So see here 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. All the 3 places it is there means then only I can cancel. Now see, this I can write as what? 5 factorial I can write as what? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. Now what I can do? This is what? 4 3 4 3 4 3 I can cancel. Correct no? 5 5 5 I can cancel. This 2 ones are 2 3s are. Correct na? 2 3s are. Now what is left? What is left then? Focus on the class. See, what will happen? 2 and 2 I can cancel here directly. What is left? 7 3s are 21. 7 3s are 21. So that will become what? 21 is to 1 is to 1. So that is second option is the correct option. Understood everyone? Second option is the right option. Clear? Got it everyone? Okay. So these three you will get it. You write the x is to y is to z. Then you cancel it. Okay. Then you cancel it. Write 5 factorial 5 factorial. You extend it. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 1. 4 into 3. This one you cancel. So 5 is there. So what I can do here? 5 and 5 and cancel. So further I can do this cancelling. That's all. So you will have what? Finally you will be left with 7 into 3. 7 into 3 is what? 21. So 21 is to 1 is to 1. This you know. This basic maths it is. Cancellation. If you can do it by yourself. Okay. So you will get what? 21 is to 1 is to 1. Understood everyone? Can we go to next question? Okay. They are telling the number of ways of distributing 15 apples to 3 people. A, B, C says that A and C each get at least 2 apples and B gets at most 5 apples. So this is the question of this type. This is a question of this type. Okay, this is the logic we will be using here. See here. So this will be a number of ways of distributing 15 apples to A, B, C. That means what? A plus B plus C should be equal to what? 15. A plus B plus C should be equal to what? 15. Now R is what? 3. N is what initially? N is 15. N is 15. Correct na? N is 15. Now they are telling what? Such that A and C each get at least 2 apples. At least 2 means it should be greater than or equal to 2. They should get at least 2, 3, 4, anything like that. So A, what is it? A should get at least 2 apples means A should be greater than or equal to 2 and B should be greater than or equal to 2. B should be greater than or equal to C. Okay, C. C should be greater than or equal to 2. What about B? B gets at most 5 apples. B gets at most 5 apples. What I should do? So B should be less than or equal to 5. Less than or equal to 5. B should be less than or equal to 5. Okay. Now how to write this? How to write this? Now see here, B should be less than or equal to 5 they are telling. Now A plus C if I take it, okay, A plus C if I take it should be what? If this I can make it as what? Greater than or equal to 0. This also I can make it what? Greater than or equal to 0. Correct no? So this will become what? A minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. C minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. B keep it as it is. So this will become what finally? If I make it minus 2 minus 2, this will become what? C I can write as A minus 2 plus B plus C minus 2. This will become what? 15 minus 4. Minus 2 minus 2 I should subtract here also. This will become what? 15 minus 4. So finally this will become what? I will write it as A1. Instead of writing A minus 2, I will write it as A1 plus B plus C1 is equal to what? 11. Okay. A1 plus B plus C1 is equal to what? 11. 11. So now look at B. Now A and C conditions are satisfied. Now look at B. B should be less than or equal to 5. So B can take the value. B should be less than or equal to 5. This implies what? B can be 0. B can be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. It should not be more than that. Okay. Now in this if I put B is equal to 0, what I will get? A1 plus C1 is equal to what? 11. If I put B is equal to 1, what I will get? A1 plus C1 is equal to what? 10. If I put B is equal to what? 2, what I'll get? 9. Okay, like this it goes on. If I put finally like this, if it goes on, what? Like this if it goes on, sir, someone called, what is it? C1. If it is goes on, if you put 5, what will happen?
6.
It will be 6. It will be 6. Correct, na? It will be 6. Now what we can do here? A1 plus C1 is equal to 11 means what we can do? See, now look at this, look at only this. Here R is what? R is what? 2. N is what? 11. Now the condition that is we are satisfying is what? It is second condition, greater than or equal to 0. So what we can write it? N plus R minus 1 by n plus R minus 1 C R minus 1. That is n plus R minus 1 C R minus 1. N plus R is what? 13. 13 minus 1 is 12. C R minus 1 means what? This will be what? 12C. R minus 1 is what? 2 minus 1. 12C1. 12C1 is what? 12 only. 12C1 is what? 12 only. Correct, na? 12C1 is 12 only. So this will give us what? This will give us 12. This will give us 12. If I apply the formula, this will give us 12. Similarly, if I apply this, I will get the value 11. Suppose if you want, you can check it. Here n is what? 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. See, this will be 1. So this will give us what? 11 only. This will be 11. This will be what? 10. This will be 8. Here it will be. This will be what? 9. Here it will be what? 7. This will give me what? 10. And this will give me?
8.
Okay, this will be 8. Instead of writing everything, this will be what? 8. And this will be what? 7. Correct, na? This will be 7. Now, what will happen? Add all of this. Add all of this. What will happen? Add all of this. So, B gets at most 5 apples is. So, number of ways is what? 12 plus 11 is 30, what is it? 23, 33, what is it? 42, 50, 50 plus 7 is 57. If you add all of this, what you are getting? 57. So, A plus C and also B included, what will be the number of ways? 57. Understood? Understood everyone? Okay, please make a note of this solution, important. Or you have to just observe it. Please first observe it. First what we took, A plus B plus C is equal to 15. They are telling what? A and C should get at least 2 apples. Just listen. So that means what? A should be greater than 2 and C should be greater than 2 and B should get at most 5. Okay, at most 5 means less than or equal to 5. So A should be greater than 2. I told you you can get to one of the condition. A should be greater than or equal to 1 or A should be greater than or equal to 0. I took the second condition. A should be greater than or equal to 0 means I should make this as what? Minus 2. This should be minus 2. So this will become what? A minus 2, C minus 2 will give me what? 15 minus 4. If you are subtracting LHS, RHS also you subtract. You will get 15 minus 4. What you will get? 11. So instead of writing A minus 2, I wrote what? A1. C minus 2, I wrote what? C1 plus B is equal to 11. Now, A1 plus B plus C1 is equal to 11. The value of B can take what? 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 5. Once I put 0, this will become what? A1 plus C1 will be equal to 11. Once I put 1, this will become equal to what? 10. Okay, this will become equal to what? 10. Okay, understood? Because why? B value I am subtracting here. If I want A and C, B value I have to subtract. Okay, so this will become what? If this will become A1 plus C1 will become what? 11. If I put this one 1, this will become 10. 11 minus 1, 10. This will become what? 11 minus 2, 9. Like that. Then for each of this I am applying this second condition formula. But here R is what? 2 and N is what? 11. For here R is what? 2, N is what? 10. Like that if you apply, this will be 12, this will be 11, one more than this. All of it if you add, you will get what? 57. Clear? Understood? You have to focus. You have to observe this thing. Okay, today itself you have to solve this question by yourself. First what you will do, you learn the concept. Whatever we have done, you have revised the concept and then solve this question. And then solve this question. Clear? Now based on this, let me give one more question. Suppose the number of ways of distributing 15 apples, instead of that I will give 20 apples. 20 apples 20 apples between A, B, C only, let me give A, B, C only, let me give such that A should be greater than or equal to 2, B should be greater than or equal to 2 only, and C should be C should be less than or equal to 5. C should be less than or equal to 5. Okay, for this find the answer by yourself and tell me, not now. Just write down the question. Okay, understood? Write down the question based on this. Under the question which I have given derived from this question. So, okay, let us fasten up. We have to go for probability as well. Okay, let us go to the next question. Can we go to the next question? Okay, so see here, they are telling there are two women participants with some men in a chess tournament. There are two women participants with men in a chess tournament. Each participant played two games with other. Suppose I am the participant. Okay, if she is another participant, with her I am playing two games. Each participant played two games with another. The number of games that the men played between themselves is between the men is 66 more than that of the men played with the women. See here, men, women are there. Okay, men will play among with men and men will play with women also the game. Okay, suppose let the number of men be n. Let the number of men be n. Women is how much they have given? 2. Women is how much they have given? It is 2. Okay. Then the total number of participants in the tournament. Total number of participants they are asking. That means we have to find out the value of n. Then we will get easily. Okay, that plus 2 will be number of participants. Women they have only told 2. Now first they have told men will play among themselves. Men will play among themselves means, so to play a chess game 2 persons are required. Among n 2 persons will play. Okay, 2 persons will play. 1 person will play with another person means 2 persons will play. But we 2 persons are playing, but we will play 2 times. Each person will play 2 games with another person. Play 2 games with another person. Suppose I and Sharan are playing, we are playing 2 games with each other. That means what? NC2 is 1 game. 2 games means I should multiply by 2. So these are the number of games played by men within themselves. These are the number of games played by men within themselves. This is equal to is 66 more than that of the men played with women. 66 more than those played by men with women. This is men with men. This we have to do what? Men with women. This is what? This is 66 more than the men played with women. Men played with women. How many men are there? N. How many women are there? 2. So 2 into n games are played between men and women, but with each woman they will play 2 games. One of each man will play how many games? See here, n men are there, women are there 2. How many games can be played? N into 2. How many games can be played? N into 2. But it is not one game they are playing 2 games. That means what? Here also you should multiply by what? 2. Now if you solve this, you will get the value for n. So NC2 means what I can write? N into n minus 1 by 2 factorial, or I can write it as just 2. 2 factorial, right? I can write it as what? 2 cancel. This will be what? 16. 6 plus 2 into this is what? 4n. This is what? 4n. This will be n into n minus 1 means I can write it as n square minus n is equal to 66 plus 4n. So n square, if I bring it this side, this will become minus 5n minus 66 is equal to 0. Okay, this factorize, on factorizing I can write it, this is what? Minus 11n minus 11n plus 6n minus 66 is equal to 0. Here number of people cannot be negative. So n into n minus 11 plus what is this? 6 into n minus 11 is equal to 0. So the n minus 11, n plus 6 is equal to 0. N is equal to 11, n is equal to minus 6. This I cannot take it because number of people cannot be negative. N is equal to 11. This is the value I should take. Okay. So I got number of men is what? 11. They are asking total number of participants. They are not asking men. Total number of participants is how much? 11 plus 2. Very good. That is what? 13. So 11 plus 2, that is men plus women. This is what? This is what? N. That is what? That will give us 13. So the answer is what? Option 2, 13. Understood everyone? Clear? Understood everyone? Got it? Clear? Okay. So men between themselves to play the game, NC 2 ways. Out of n men, 2 men will play NC 2 ways, but they are playing two times NC 2 into 2. That is equal to 66 more than the men who will play with women. So n men will play with 2 women means what? It is 2 into n. Okay, but with women also they will play 2 games, 2n into 2. That if you solve it, you will get the answer. Okay, clear? This question I will display it again in the study here, don't worry. Now let us go to this question. See, the number of ways of arranging 9 men and 5 women around a circular table so that no 2 women come together are. See, already we did x, y, z. That question, sub question only is this one. See, when we did that question, this question is very simple. See here, the number of ways of arranging 9 men, men is 9, women is 5, around a circular table so that no 2 women come together. No 2 women come together means whom you should arrange first? Men you should arrange, not boys, men. Okay, whatever it is, fine. So, n factorial ways in linear. When it comes to this, tell me once again, Lakshman. Good morning. Karthik, sir, okay, get 50 get plus. Karthik, see, hi Karthik. So, this is possible only when you watch the class regularly and you have to practice the questions that we are doing in the class. Okay, multiple times you have to revise and you have to revise the concept and you have to practice the questions. Lakshman, I have explained it again, otherwise you go back and watch it. Okay, go back. Okay, you can rewind the video and you can watch it, no need to worry. Okay, look at this question, focus on this question now. So, men is this one. So, now first we have to arrange men. So, 5 men in circular means it will become what? 4 factorial ways, n minus 1 factorial. In linear it is what? N is n factorial. In circular it is what? N is n minus 1 factorial. So, 5 men means we should write it as what? N minus 1, that is what? First we should arrange men, right? Okay. Men means this is what? 9 minus 1, this will become 8 factorial. Now, if you arrange in 8 factorial, how many spaces are there? 9 spaces. 8 means 9 spaces. Out of 9 spaces, you have to arrange how many women? 5 women. This will become what? 9p, 9p, 5. What is the answer? Third option. Understood? Very simple. Understood everyone? You are able to do right? That's all. Got it everyone? Clear? Okay. Next question. One more question we will solve on permutation and combination and we will go to probability soon. See here. The number of ways of arranging 2 red, 3 white and 5 yellow roses. Okay. These 2. Okay. White is 3. Any doubt? Yellow is 5. Understanding everyone? Any confusion? See, with more practice you will understand. Don't worry. So, such that of different sizes into a garland. Garland came into a garland such that no 2 yellow roses come together. No 2 yellow roses come together. No 2 yellow roses come together means first you should arrange whom? Red and white. Red and white combined together are how many? 5. Okay. So, now forget about garland. First we will do circular. When we do circular, if you divide by 2, that is garland. So, first you do circular. So, 5 flowers you have to arrange in circular means you will write it as what? 4 factorial. N minus 1 means 4 factorial. 4 factorial. 4 factorial. Out of that, how many are there spaces in 4? 5. 5. You have to arrange how many roses? How many yellows? 5. So, this will become what? 5p 5. This divided by 2 because it is garland. So, 4 factorial into what is this? 5p 5 is what? 5p 5 is 5 factorial. So, 4 factorial by 5 factorial divided by 2. So, 4 factorial is what? 24. 5 factorial is what? 120. 120 divided by 2 is 60. 60 into 24. So, 24 into 6 is what? 144 followed by 0. The answer is what? Third option. Understood everyone? So, first do circular. Whenever they give garland, no need to panic. Just do circular divided by 2. Understood? How to do when garland comes, when linear comes, when circular comes? Clear now? Okay. The last 2 concepts which I discussed today, they are also important. Revise it again. Okay. So, let us go to permutation. Sorry, permutation is done. We will go to probability soon. Okay. Probability will start immediately. Let us do the basics of probability at least. Okay. I'll eat. Okay. Thank you. What man? You also want? You want man? Okay. In lunch break I'll get it for you. Okay. But you only eat, don't you do? Some people, I will tell you later. So if they question me why you are eating and doing the class, I will tell you both name. So probability, listen, very important chapter. Weightage, 4 to 5 questions. 4 to 5 questions are coming from probability. But to do probability well, you should have the concept of permutation and combination. So what is probability? All those bokka we don't want. We start directly with the concept. So see here, what is that? Random experiment or trial. Random experiment means what? Random experiment means what? Listen, focus. Random experiment means what? See, first of all, experiment means you will do some event, for that you will get an outcome. Okay, you will do some event and you will do some outcome. So after the class, see, the event that is happening is the class. After the class, what you will do? You will go to hostel or you will go to home. That is an expected outcome. Okay, but suppose we are all not there. Okay, that time what you will do? Whether you go to hostel, whether you go to room, that we don't know. That is not predictable outcome. That is called random experiment. That is called random experiment. An experiment when it's the result we don't know. That is called random experiment. Okay, that is the meaning of random experiment. So experiment where the result you know, that is an experiment. But for the which the result you don't know. See, experiment itself is an event. But for that outcome, if it is coming, if it is predictable, that is experiment. But if the outcome is not predictable, that is random experiment. Okay, suppose in a bag of red balls, white balls, green balls are all are there. You are blindfolded and you are asked to take out a ball. You don't know which ball will come. That is a random experiment. Okay, that is a random experiment. So, for example, random experiment, tossing a coin, you may get head or tail. Okay, rolling a die, you might have to play snakes and ladders or die. Okay, you might get 1 to 6, any number you can get. Okay, drawing a pack of cards, 52 cards, you can get anything. Okay, from a bag of balls of different colors, you can get any color. Okay, that is also a random experiment. This is the meaning of random experiment. Now, sample space. What do you mean by sample space? So, on tossing a coin, okay, on tossing a coin, you may get head or a tail. So, total number of outcomes, they are called sample space. And rolling a die, what are the numbers you can get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if you combine all of it, that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, this is what? This itself is a sample space. So, total number of outcomes. Okay, you have one question? Yeah, ask me, Amizicot. What is that? Amizicot. Okay, that is your YouTube name. One question, please ask. Okay. So, look at this. What we are telling? So, we are talking about sample space. So, total number of outcomes is what? Sample space. Total number of outcomes is sample space. So, if you are tossing 2 coins, see, 1 coin, how many outcomes? See, 1 coin, see, there are 2 possible outcomes. Correct? Now, sample space is what? Head or tail. Okay, 1 coin, so it is 2 power 1. Okay, 2 power 1. So, if it is, suppose it is 2 coins, what is the number of outcomes? 2. So, this is what? 2 power 2. So, it is 4. Sample space is 4. Suppose there is 3 coins, 2 power 3, 8 outcomes. Okay, n coins, 2 power n outcomes. 6 dice. Okay, suppose 1 dice. 1 dice means how many outcomes? 6. So, 1 dice, 6. Okay, suppose there are 2 dice. This is 6 power 1, 6 power 1. This is what? 6 power 1 plus 1, that is 6 power 2. 3 dice, 6 power 3. Okay, n dice, 6 power n. Okay, first you should write the outcomes, then you should write the number of dice. That will come to the power. Okay, clear? This is about sample space. Now, we will learn about event. An outcome or the result of an random experiment is called an event. See, the experiment itself is called an event. No need to worry. Okay, composite event. See here, composite event means in a single event, if you are getting multiple outcomes, that is called as composite event. Okay, that is composite event. Okay, mutually exclusive event. This is important. Whatever we learned till now, random experiment, event, all these things are not important. Mutually exclusive event. So, mutually exclusive event means you would have studied for Bayes theorem, all these things. You would have studied. Let E1, E2, E3 be mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. You might have not known what is it. You would have just by mugged it up. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, if you have known, that is better. Okay. Mutually exclusive event means. Wait, sir. Okay. Mutually exclusive event means what we can do. See, there is nothing common between 2 events. Suppose there are 3 events, E1, E2, E3. Okay, there is nothing common. Okay, suppose you people, M.P.C people and B.P.C people, is it mutually exclusive? No, there is common, that is physics and chemistry. Okay, but if you take you people and commerce students, okay, CEC students and you people, is there anything common? Nothing is common. That is mutually exclusive. Okay, CEC I am talking about, not MEC. Okay, now see here, if I talk about dice, if I talk about rolling a dice, suppose you are getting even numbers. Event 1 is you are getting even numbers. Dice means what? You can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct na? Now you are getting even numbers means what is that? I will get 1, 2, 4, 6. Event 2 is what? You are getting odd numbers. 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Okay. Now if I do E1 intersection E2, intersection means what? It is talking about common things. It is talking about common things. If the die shows an even number, you draw 2 balls from the bag simultaneously without replacement. Okay, I will take up your question. Please complete this thing. Okay, so E1 intersection E2, okay, is a null set. Is a null set. There is nothing common. There is nothing common means what? That is null set. That is called mutually exclusive event. That is called mutually exclusive event. Equally likely events. The events are said to be equally likely when one does not occur more than number of times than the any other events. If all the events occur at same number of times. Okay, equally likely events. That is, if I toss a coin, that is a fair coin which is having head and tail. Equally likely events means, that means there is a chance that I will get head or I will get tail. That is what? Total number of sample space is 2. So 1 by 2 here, 1 by 2 here. So that is what? Equally likely events. Suppose I want even numbers from in a dice. So this is what? 3 by 6. Odd numbers, this is also 3 by 6. So it is also what? Equally likely events. So if you are getting the probability same, that is called as equally likely. Suppose 2 events, P of E1, P of E2. You are getting P of E1 is equal to P of E2. Then E1 and E2 are called equally likely events. Understood? Equally likely events means equal possibilities coming together. That is, coming together means coming same. That is known as equally likely events. Okay, understood? Next thing. Question: what is the exact probability that at least one blue ball is picked during the experiment? Question: if the die shows an even number, you draw balls from the bag simultaneously without replacement, then what is the exact probability that at least one ball is picked during the experiment? See how you are talking about dice. Answer the question. I am not able to comprehend your question. If the die shows an even number, you draw the balls from the bag. Okay. What is the exact probability that at least one blue ball is picked during the experiment? So question is not complete. You are talking about dice, you are talking about balls simultaneously. You are talking about what? Blue ball, all these things. So we cannot talk about this. We cannot talk about this question. Okay. So put the complete question, then I will be able to discuss. Clear? I am a zygote. Okay. Now next one. So exhaustive events. Exhaustive events means what? If the events, if you combine, that will create a sample space. I told you E1 is what? Even numbers. Even numbers. ET is what? Odd numbers. Odd numbers. I am talking about a die. I am talking about a die. Even numbers means what? 2, 4, 6. This is 1, 3, 5. Please focus. Don't speak among yourself. So E1 union U2, you use a sample space. Here it is giving a sample space. See here it is giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When it comes to a die, this is what? This is nothing but a sample space for a die. E1 union E2 is giving a sample space. That is known as mutually, what is it? Exhaustive events. This is called exhaustive events. Okay. If you combine two events, if you are getting complete sample space, all the total number of outcomes, then it is called as what? Those two events are called as exhaustive events. Okay. Exhaustive events. Then favorable cases. Favorable cases. Favorable case means what? Favorable case is the case that I want. Out of a die, when I am playing, I want this one to end in a snake and ladder. I want only 5. If I want 5 means the want of having a 5, that is called my favorable case. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I want 5. That 5 is called my favorable case. How many ways I can get 5? Out of 6, 5 means 1 out of 6. That which I want, that is called as favorable case. Okay, what I need in a probability, that is known as favorable case. The favorable case will always come in the numerator and the sample space will always come in the denominator. This is about favorable case, all these things. Now see here, definition of probability. Probability of event A, that is event A happening, is denoted by P of A, is denoted as P of M by N. N is what? Number of occurrences of A by number of occurrences of sample space. That is number of favorable outcomes. Here I will write as what? Number of favorable outcomes. So first is not the question. Second, what is the exact probability that at least one blue ball is picked during the experiment? At least one blue ball is picked. At least one blue ball means you should take it as what? Suppose there are 5 blue balls. At least one blue ball means you should take it as what? At least one blue ball. Instead of that, you take it as what? See, I mean, you are asking the question. At least one blue ball. P of at least one blue ball. At least one blue ball. What you can do is, at least one means what? Probability of at least one means it should be greater than or equal to 1. At least one blue ball means this is the thing. So event is what? At least one blue ball means you can take probability of 1 minus probability of P of 0. One blue ball means suppose there are 5 blue balls, you can get one blue, at least one means it can be 1, 2, 3 or 4 or 5. Out of 5 blue balls, you have to get at least one means it should be at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of doing all this, what you can do? 1 minus probability of getting 0. If you remove 0, okay. So probability of 1 minus probability of getting 0 blue balls, you will get probability of getting at least one blue ball. Okay, this is the formula you have to remember. Okay, this is the formula you have to remember. This is the thing. Now see here, this is what number of favorable outcomes. Please focus. Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. Favorable outcomes we will write it as A, and total number of outcomes, that is nothing but sample space. Clear? That is nothing but sample space. Now the range of P, the range of probability is always lying between what? Is always lying between, what is it? P is always lying between 0 and 1. It cannot be greater than 1 or it cannot be less than 0. Probability of any event cannot be negative. It is greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 1. Okay. What is the smallest possible integer value of n such that A, B, C together form a set of exhaustive events? Now camera is fine. Okay, we will answer this question later. We have to continue with the concept. Okay, in the end we will answer these questions. Now look at this, understood now, this probability basics. Now let us take up some examples. So we will take up some examples, just listen. Okay, listen, we will take some examples. Okay, first question, see here. Listen, question 1. 2 coins are tossed. 2 coins are tossed. Okay, 2 coins are tossed. First question, probability of getting A, getting one head, B, getting two heads, Next question 2, 5 coins are tossed. 5 coins tossed. Please write down the questions along with me. 5 coins are tossed. First question is A, getting exactly 2 heads. Next is second, B, at least two heads, at least two heads. Please focus. C, at most four heads, at most four heads. Okay, at most four heads. Okay, now look at this. Look at the questions. Now, two coins are tossed. Two coins are tossed means sample space will be what? 2 square. So, here the sample space will be 2 square. So, here getting one head, see here getting one head means the sample space will be like this, or the favorable outcome will be HT or TH. Two coins are tossed, HT or TH, only one head, getting only one head. Okay, one head means it is only one head you have to consider, not at least or at most. One head means TH or HT, that's all we are having. So, it will be a 2 by 2 square, that will be 1 by 2. Okay, getting two heads, here also sample space will be 2 square. So, getting two heads is what? HH, there is only one possibility. So, that is what? HH, that is the only possibility here. Getting two heads means getting exactly two heads. That is what? 1 out of 2 square, that will be 1 by 4. That will be what? 1 by 4. Okay, now see here, 5 coins are tossed. Now, 5 coins are tossed means sample space will be 2 power 5. Okay, 2 power 5. Now, first question is what? Getting exactly two heads. Getting exactly two heads. So, here it will be what? 1 by 2 power 5, getting exactly two heads. So, listen carefully. Okay, this you can do it in various ways. Now, the coins are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Out of these 5 coins, I need exactly two heads. Exactly two heads means what? Out of 5, I need 2. Out of 5, I need 2. So, I have to select where I am getting 2. So, this will become what? 5C2. I can write it directly 5C2. Instead of this, you have to write sample space or everything, and then you have to do it. That will take a lot of time. Instead of that, what you will do? Out of 5 coins, I need 2 coins where I am getting 2 heads. So, that I can write it as what? 5C2 or not. That is why permutation is important. That is why permutation and combination is important. Here I am what? Here I am selecting those coins. Here not arranging. So, I should do what? Combination. Out of 5 coins, I need getting exactly 2 heads. Getting exactly 2 heads is what? Out of 5, I have to get 2. So, 5C2. 5C2 by 2 power 5. This calculation you will do it anyways. Now, see here, at least 2 heads. At least 2 heads means what? 2 or more. At least 2 heads means out of 5, I need at least 2 heads means see, this will become what? 2 power 5 will be there. At least 2 heads means it will be 2 and more. At least 2 heads means it will be 5C2. Next it can be at least 2 heads means it can be 3 also. 5C3, 5C4 plus 5C5. At least 2 heads. That's why combination will help you here selecting. So, at least 2 means it can be 2, 3, 4 or 5. This is 2, 3, 4 or 5. Okay. Now, they are asking at most how many heads? At most 4 heads. At most 4 heads. At most 4 heads they are telling. At most 4 heads they are telling. So, here it will be what? 2 power 5. 2 power 5. That means what? At most 4 means it can be 0 also. It can be 0 also. Out of 5 it can be 0 also. 5C0 I can write it or not. 5C0 at most 4 means I should write it as what? 5C0, 5C1, 5C2, 5C3, 5C4. That's all. Easily you can solve using combination. Understood? If they give 100 coins also you will be able to do. Okay. Why you will be using combination? 100 coins means what you will do? 100 C0, 100 C1, 100 C2, 100 C3, 100 C4. Out of 100 coins getting, this will be out of at most 4 heads is what? Like this you will do, but denominator will become what? 2 power 100. That's all. Okay. That's why using combination you will be able to solve the question very easily. Clear? Understood everyone? Got it till here? Let us take one more question. Now, this one at most 4 heads. Listen here. This one is what? At most 4 heads. Correct now? At most 4 heads. At most 4 heads means what? I should get, see, listen carefully. At most 4 heads means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At most 4 heads means I can get all of this, but I should not get what? This one. I should not get 5 heads. Correct na? For this, what I can do, instead of writing all this, what I can do, I can write this as 1 minus probability of getting 5 heads, not 0, probability of getting 5 heads. I can get 0 heads, at most 4 heads. Instead of at most 4 heads, what I can do? At most 4 heads means what? It can be 0 heads, 1 heads, 2 heads, 3 heads and 4 heads. But I want at most more heads, means I don't want 5. That means what? 1 minus probability of getting 5 heads. 1 minus probability of getting 5 heads is what? Probability of getting 5 heads means I can write it as this is, let this be event C, that is event C dash. Okay, so 1 minus, this is what? This is 2 power 5 and this will be what? 5C 5, 5C5. Okay, 5C5 is what? 1, 5C5 is 1. So this answer will be 31 by 32. This will be what? 1 minus 1 by 2 power 5 is 32. This will be 32 minus 1 by 32. That will be what? 31 by 32 only you will get it. Like this you can do it very easily. Okay, like this you can do very easily. Got it? Like this you can do very easily. Here also, instead of getting at least 2 8s, at least 2 8s means what? See here, this one is what? At least 2 8s means it should be 2, 3, 4 or 5. Here what are the numbers? 0, 1 is there. So what I will do, instead of doing this, I have to remove this. No, I will do what? Probability of this is what? Probability of B. I can write as 1 minus probability of B dash. That is what? Probability of getting 0 heads and 1 head. I can write this as what? 1 minus, this will be 2 power 5 only. 0 heads means what? 5C0 plus 5C1. 5C1. That's all. Okay, this is what? Using complement. Using complement. Understood, Liharika, Akshaya, Srinidhi? About this I will explain again tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay. So instead of doing such big numbers, if you do complement, easily you can get the answer. Okay, there is no harm in doing this way, but this will take some time. But here calculation will be less and you will get the answer easily. Clear? Understood the concept till here? Understood the concept still here? All of you? Clear? Okay. We'll do one more question. Now, before we go there, please make a note of this one. Description of pack of cards. Pack of cards, see here. Pack of cards, please make a note of it. Pack of cards, there are 52. Okay, there are 52. If we talk about colors, in terms of colors, if we talk about, one is red cards, make a note of it. Another one is black cards. Black cards. Okay, so when we talk about black cards, there are 13 plus 13. Out of 52, 26, 26. Black cards are 26, red cards are 26. Here again it is divided 13 and 13. Okay, 13, this is spade, this is club, this is heart, diamond. Please make a note of it. Heart and diamond. Please make a note of it, very important. So if we talk about spades, okay, spades if we talk about, we are having numbers from 2 to 10. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, queen, king, these are all called as number cards. These are called as face cards. These are called as face cards. Clear, all of you? Okay, please make a note of it. These are number cards, these are called face cards. Okay, jack, queen, king and ace. Okay, you have to make a note of it. So spades also it is the same, club also, heart also, diamond also. So if you talk about jack, how many are there? 4. Queen 4, king 4, ace 4. So face cards if you talk about, there are how many? Face cards are how many? Think correctly. 4, 4, 4, 4, it is 16. 16 face cards. Number cards are how many? Number cards are how many? Number cards? 36. Number cards are 9. Face cards are 4. Okay, in each of this. Okay, so 9 into 4 is what? 36, and this is how much? 16. Okay, so total I am talking about. Out of 52, 36 are number cards and number cards. 36. Face cards. Face cards 16. I am talking about total. But in each, spade, club, heart, diamond, 9 face cards, 9 number cards and 4 face cards. Clear? This you have to know. Based on this they can ask in question. Alright, I will end now. Thank you. Let's meet in the study hour, and in tomorrow's session we will continue with probability and we will complete probability. Thank you. Online students, those who are watching, thank you. Take care.